These three beams all look like I've got different graphic attributes, and in a way I have. But the reason these have got different graphic attributes is because of the elevation of the objects. So if we look at this elevation, it's 6 feet up in the air, this one's 5 feet, and this one's low level, 38 inches I think it is, 1 meter. Now if I change the elevation of this and make this one 6 feet, you'll notice it changed its graphic attributes straight away. Its graphic attributes are controlled by the elevation of the object and the cut plane of my layer. Let me show you what I mean. Let's go down to our settings. Let's have a look through our settings. So it's to do with the attributes here. So there's a member. I've turned the member on. I've actually turned the cover off where I'm above the cut plane. Here at the cut plane, I've turned the cover off as well. I don't want to see the cover. But I've also controlled the line weight and the line styles. So you'll see here that my line style for my center line is the same for all of these, 0.13. But the outside edge, the member edge, 0.18, when I'm at the cut plane, 0.35, so it's thicker, and below the cut plane, 0.25 for the member. So what does that mean? It means that when I take this beam and I lift the elevation of that beam here, let's make that 1550, it gets the heaviest line. So that's got the heavy line around it. Let's make it 1800. It gets lighter lines and it gets the dashed line. The center line in all cases is the same. But this is all due to the cut plane of my layer. If we look at our layer settings, there's a enable cut plane at layer elevation. I've got 5 feet, 1500, and that affects the graphic style of my beams depending on their elevation. So if I just drop that down to 0, you can see it's got a slightly heavy line, but not as heavy as where it's cut right through. And that's certainly a light line where it's above the elevation. So this means that it's quite easy to create your drawings the way you want, because depending on the elevation of the beam, you'll get the graphic style you require. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this movie, don't forget to give it the thumbs up, click on the subscribe button, all that kind of stuff. I know everyone says it, it really does help. But the other thing is, these movies are only a taste of the training you get when you become a member. Come and join my workshops. We get a whole hour where we're devoted to answering questions that might be holding you up. Just think of that. You could actually get supercharged information when you need it every month. Hope to see you there.